If you're a fan of the FIA World Endurance Championship, or just looking to improve the production quality of your sim racing live streams and videos, then this overlay pack, which is absolutely free, is exactly what you need.
Green flag, green flag.
So the way it works is these overlays run through a free program called SimHub, and they're compatible with the following simulators. Now, if you've never heard of SimHub before, then don't worry, I'll be showing you how to set it all up shortly. Now, inside the overlay pack, we have a multitude of different infographics, all directly inspired by the real-life TV broadcasts from the FIA World Endurance Championship. These include a leaderboard and track map, both with customizable class colors. This track map also updates its ring color in real time, based on green and yellow flags. We also have a speed, gear and revs bar and session time bar, a brake, throttle and battery level indicator, which also includes a non-battery version for those of you who don't drive cars with a hybrid battery system. There's also a weather indicator, fuel and pit stop info, as well as a customizable onboard driver profile bar, which has options to both include and exclude the driver portrait. Now let's look at how to get it all set up. First, let's download the overlay pack from the download link in the video description below. Once you open the folder, you'll see that everything's been put in order and contains everything that you need. Now open up the first install font folder and install the font. It's important that you do this first before installing the overlays, otherwise you'll run into issues. Now if you already use SimHub, then you can skip this step. Open the install SimHub folder and double click the SimHub installation file. Then follow the steps on screen to complete installation. Now open SimHub and choose whichever simulator you wish to use, and then click the Game Config button. Then follow the instructions on screen to configure SimHub for it. Then close SimHub when you're finished setting up your chosen simulators. Now open the third folder and take the Gary Swallow plugin file and paste it into your SimHub folder, which is usually located in Program Files. Open SimHub again, and this time you'll be notified of a new plugin detected, which is the one you just pasted into the folder. You'll be asked if you want to use the new plugin, click yes, then close SimHub one last time. Now open the final folder where you'll find all the overlay elements that have been labeled so that you can identify them easily. To install them, simply double click on each overlay you want to use and follow the on-screen prompts, and then that's everything set up. So now that we've set up our overlays, how exactly do we use them? Well, there's two options here, and we'll cover them both. First is using them through a program like OBS for live streams and recordings. To add your overlays as an OBS source, simply do the following. Open OBS or whatever streaming program you're using, then open SimHub, go to Dash Studio, click the Overlays tab. Now here you see all the overlays that you just installed. If you see this red warning text over an overlay, don't worry, it's still going to work fine. The resolution quality on some of these overlays is just a little high. Find the overlay you want, then click More. Then click Copy OBS Browser Address to Clipboard. This will copy the URL of the overlay. Now go into OBS, add a browser source, give the source a name and click OK. Now in the URL bar for that source, replace that text with the overlay's URL address by pasting it into the bar. Then click OK. Your overlay should now appear on your stream's canvas, and you can customize its size and positioning to your liking. Now repeat this process for each overlay you want on your screen. Just note that some overlays won't appear visible unless you're actually in a race or in practice session in game, and some overlays like the track map, for example, require that you complete a valid lap of the track before they'll start working properly for the first time. So you're better off doing all of this whilst in a practice session in game to get a better idea of where you want them all to be placed on screen. Now if you're using a dual PC streaming setup like me, the process is still the same. You just need to replace this part of the overlay's URL with your actual IP address. Now the other method is to actually use some of these overlays on your screen in game to further complement the game's UI. I personally don't do this, but it's completely up to you. To do this method, first make sure you're running your simulator in windowed or borderless mode. Head in game to a practice session, then open SimHub and head back to the Overlays tab. Click New Overlay Layout, then Add Overlay. Now select all of the overlay elements you want to add to the screen using the green plus buttons. These overlays will then appear on the screen and can be resized and repositioned to your liking. Click OK, then save the overlay and you're ready to go. So that's everything guys, and hopefully this overlay pack helps you enrich the quality of your sim racing live streams or just your driving experience in general. Now this overlay project will always remain free for everyone to use. And if you want to support the work that we do here on the channel, simply liking this video and subscribing to the channel is more than enough to help me out. Now we'll be updating this pack over time, so if you want to be notified whenever it receives an update, be sure to join our community Discord channel. We also need to give a big thank you to the people that helped make this overlay pack possible, including Full Pace Simracing and the creator of the original Endurance overlay pack back in 2020, JoSap11. So if you have any questions about anything we covered here today, or you get stuck somewhere in the process, don't hesitate to leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. But thanks as always for watching. I'll see you in the next one.